Today we're going to be going over the median. Today's lesson is about the median. Now the median, I'm going to keep it simple for you as far as your vocabulary. The median is our middle number in our data set. The median is our middle number in our data set. Now before we begin with this whole process, I need you to get a sheet of paper out because I'm going to at least model 4 problems for you. At least 4 problems for you so you can be able to have those when you get ready to do your quiz this evening, okay? I need you to get a sheet of paper out and write everything down that I write right here so you can have it. Now, if you don't want to get a sheet of paper and you kind of understand what's going on, that's fine. But if you get stuck, you may have to go back to the video, and you don't want to keep on going back to the video and rewinding and stuff, okay? So let's begin. Our median is our middle number in our data set. Now, I have a data set right here of different numbers. First thing we're going to do is we're going to order our numbers from least to greatest. Put our numbers in order from least to greatest. We've done that before when we did our average, right? We made sure we put our numbers in order to least to greatest. We're always going to do that, especially when we have a data set. And that kind of gives us an accurate intel of like what our numbers are, what the range of the numbers are. All right? Let's get started. Put our numbers in order from least to greatest, from smallest to the largest number. Our first smallest number is 1. Our next number is 7. It's a good thing to mark out the numbers when you actually write them down so you won't be writing them down once or twice, okay? Or more than once, sorry. Our next number is 28. Our next number is 32. Our next number is 37. And our last number is 43. Okay? I put those numbers in order from least to greatest. From smallest to largest. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. I ended with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. I always have to count to make sure I put all the numbers down. Okay? That's a good strategy to use, especially when you're using data set. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel out some of my numbers in order to get to my middle 2 numbers. Cancel out my numbers. So I have a strategy of way I do this so I won't get myself confused. I'm going to start with the first and the last, next and the last, the first and the last numbers. So when I say cancel out like this. I have 1, I'm going to mark it out. 43, I'm going to mark it out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me try to use a black marker. It's not working either. Technical difficulties. So 43, and I marked out 1. 7, and I'll mark out 37. Now, only 2 numbers that I have left is 28 and 32. Okay? And the next thing I'm going to have to do is add those 2 numbers up. So I got 32 plus 28. 8 plus 2 is 10. Write my 0, carry my 1. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So the number I got is 6. The last step I'm going to do is divide that sum, which is 60, by 2. Now some of you guys are already hip to it. And you're like, oh, I already know that number. But I still want you to go through the process. Now, if you have a hefty calculator, remember, it's just like T-bowing. But make sure your 60 goes in, which is in the house, goes in your calculator first, hit your division sign, and hit your 2, and hit your equal sign, okay? 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract 0. Bring this 0 down. Can 2 go into 0? Nope. 2 goes into 0. 0 times. Subtract 0. So our median for this number is 30. Our median is 30. Okay? Are we ready for the next problem? All right, let me erase this real quick, and then I'm going to put the data set up. I have 35, 33, 15, 32, 2, 28, and 42. Order them from least to greatest, step 1. So I have a 2. What's after that? 15. What's next? 28. After that, I have 32, 33, 35. So I have my 32 marked out, my 33 and my 35 marked out, and my last number is 42. Okay? Got it? Good. Now, remember, we're going to cancel them out to find our two middle numbers. Okay? 2, 42. 15, 35. 28, up. Now I have my two middle numbers. Actually, my 28 and 33. Now, but on this one, I don't have two middle numbers. I just have one middle number. Because I have to make sure when I cancel out, they have to be evenly canceled out. 1, 2, 3. And my median is 32. So, this one, I didn't have to use any kind of math to do it. I need you guys to remember, when you're canceling out numbers, it has to be evenly canceled out. 1, 2, 3. And then your last middle number, sometimes you will have just only one number in the middle, is 32. So that's why it's very important to put them in order from least to greatest, because sometimes you don't have to do the math. So we have our median is 32. Make sure you write that down. Our next one, we got another data set. Make sure you write this down. We got 29, 3, 42, 17, and 17 twice, 17, 17, 48, and 7. This is a 17, so I'm going to rewrite. I make mistakes too. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is put them in order from least to greatest, smallest to largest, okay? I have a 7. My next, no I don't. I have a 3. See, I even make mistakes sometimes. I look at the 7 and then I didn't see all those other numbers right here. Okay, I have my 3, my 7. Okay, I have two 17s, but I have to write both of them down. 17, 17, 29, 42, and 48. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 numbers in my data set. Now I'm going to cancel them out. Right? Ready? 3, 4, 7, 42, 17, 29. So my middle number is what? 17. So my median is 17. See, I didn't even have to do all the extra work. I did not have to do all the extra work. Because I had evenly on both sides. I separated it, and I found my median. I found my median. All right? You guys got it? Let's do one more before we end this. Okay? I'm erasing. If you need to go back, you can rewind. All right? My last one is 45. My last data set. 45, 29, 17, 12, 13, and 28. Ready? Let's order them. My smallest number, we're ordering from least to greatest, smallest to largest. 12, 13, 17, 28, 29, and 45. 28, 29, and 45. Okay? Now we're going to cancel them out until we get to that middle, either the middle two numbers or the middle number. Okay? But we have to evenly cancel them out on both sides. We ready? 12, 45. 13, 29. Ooh, I got two numbers in the middle. I got 17 and 28. Now, what's the next step? Find the middle two numbers and add them up. So I got 28 and 17. Okay? 28 and 17. I'm going to put them down here. 28 and 17. And add them up. 8 plus 7 is 15. Write my 5. Carry my 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 45. So, I know that my sum is 45, but I have to do something else. The last step is to divide the sum by 2. Divide the sum by 2. Some of you guys already know the answer, which is amazing. But for some of you guys that still have problems with the division, make sure, especially you that use calculators, put your 45 in your calculator first, hit your division sign. Put your 2 in your calculator, and then hit your equal sign, and then you'll have your answer. Okay? So, now I got 2, goes into 4. How many times? 2 times, because 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract 0, bring it down. How many times can 2 go into 5? I don't know. You have to figure it out. Can 2 go into 5? Yeah, I know it can go into 5 2 times, because 2 times 2 is 4. 2. Okay. Bring my 4 down. Subtract 1. Can 2 go into 1? No, it can't. So I have to add a decimal and a 0. Bring my decimal up. Bring my 0 down. How many times can 2 go into 10? 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. 5. 10. Subtract 0. So my median is 22.5. So my median is going to be 22.5. And that sums it up. Sometimes you're going to have a couple of little decimals there, here and there, which is okay. Because we want to find an accurate median for our data set. And that was our accurate median for our data set. Now, I'm going to give you guys your wings and let you fly. And I want you to do your best. Try your hardest. Don't rush through all your work. Just go step by step. If you want to go back and review my video, that's wonderful. But I need you to do it step by step so you can be able to get the correct and accurate answers and not fail yourself, okay? All right. Be good. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.